Hi friends, and welcome back to Move with Katey. I am excited to get in today's flow with you and just honored that you're here to follow along in this journey, to move your body and to find what feels good for you. If there's anything that you'd like to see in future classes, please go ahead and drop those in the comments. I love taking suggestions from my yogis, and it is such a treat to be able to flow with people all over the world. This is so fun. So today we're going to get into a spicy kind of balance flow. So if that's what you're feeling, then get in some comfy clothes and let's get moving. We'll start off our practice coming into a seated position. So maybe for you that's seated cross-legged, or maybe seated on your knees, or maybe what you're needing right now is to be on the back. And let's get started by closing down the eyes. Inhaling. And as you exhale, let it go. Then rooting down through the tailbone and maybe tucking the chin slightly and just taking a moment to be here now in this space. Deepening the inhale. And as you exhale, maybe gently open the lips and sigh out the mouth. In this practice, we are really bringing the mind and body into the present by the vehicle of the breath. So I invite you to really pay close attention. And then let's bring hands to heart center if it feels right. Feel the pressure in between the fingertips, lightly touching. And set your intention for your day, your evening, your week, your month, whatever feels right to you. I'll offer, since this is a balance flow, the intention of finding balance within your life. A balance of joy, a balance of play, balance of effort, of work. All these things are important to our existence. And then let's interlace the fingers and inhale, the arms reach up, palms flip up towards the sky. And we flutter the eyes open, straighten through the elbows, shrug shoulders up to the ear. Really feel as if your waist could lift up and out of the hips and into the sky, into the ceiling. And then as you exhale, let's round through the back body and press the palms forward. So we're coming into kind of a cat position, but seated here. And we're really rounding through the shoulders. Really extend through the elbows. Inhale, reach arms up and overhead. Exhale, round through back body, belly button to spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, reach arms high. One more time, let's exhale. Press the palms forward, shrug the shoulders away from the ears. And then inhale, reach arms high. And as you exhale, flutter fingertips down beside the hips. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, lower. Just getting some motion in the shoulder blades here. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, reach arms high. And then as you exhale, let's interlace fingertips behind the back. And I'm going to turn sideways so we can show you what you're doing. If you're not facing this way on your mat, it might be fun too. Then extend the fingertips down towards the mat. Lift the heart center. So you're really reaching up with the heart, rolling the shoulder blades together. If there was a blueberry between your shoulder blades, you could squeeze it. And then maybe bring a soft smile to the eyes. Relax the forehead. Maybe a smile to the corners of the mouth. One of my favorite quotes sometimes is that sometimes a smile is the source of your joy. I like that. Bring that smile and find a little joy. And then let's unlace the fingers. Plant them maybe a foot behind the hips. And we're going to drop our feet to the mat. So we're kind of leaning back, opening up through the wrists here, opening up through the shoulders, lifting the heart high, and the knees are pointing to the ceiling. And then let's just gently lubricate the hips by dropping them to one side, windshield wiper it out. Inhale back through centered. Exhale, drop the hips to the other side. Ooh, that feels so good. Inhale, over to the other side. And one more time, reach hips high and drop them to the side. You might start to feel some tingling in your wrists and your shoulders. That's cool, you're doing great. And then we're gonna start off nice and juicy. So inhale, lift the hips high, coming into a reverse tabletop. It's a really big wrist opener. So maybe take some rocks back and forth. See if you can lift the hips a little higher. Let the neck just be gentle, chin slightly in towards chest. And then let's exhale, drop the hips down. And inhale, reach arms forward, lift toes up, boat pose. Nice work. Exhale, plant the palms, plant the feet, lift up, reverse tabletop. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift into boat. Send the fingertips forward. Exhale, plant palms and feet and lift hips high. Inhale. Exhale, hips lower. Inhale, boat. Let's find a rhythm. Lower the hands, lift the hips. Lower the hips, lift the hands. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Just building some heat here. Lower, lift, lower, lift. One more time, lower. And let's lift and let's hold in our boat position. Nice work, yogis. Feeling the fire right here as we start our practice. Great job. Then let's one more time plant our feet. Plant the fingertips pointing the hips, and let's lift up into that reverse tabletop. And then exhale, see if you can swing the hips back. I had to adjust my hands a little there. And we're coming into like an L-sit prep. Inhale, reach hips high. Exhale, swing hips back, compress the core. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, swing hips back. Let's go for two more. Inhale, hips high, really warming up the shoulder blades here. Exhale, reach the hips back. Inhale, lift, last one. Exhale, reach hips back. And then let's set the hips down. Legs are straight in front of us. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe you massage the bottoms of the feet here or the calves. Maybe you bend the knees if that feels good. We're still pretty early in our practice, so this is a deep forward fold. Just take your time. Deepen the breath. And really focus on dropping into your body. Be here now in this moment. And let's inhale, reach arms forward, look forward, reach arms high, and then plant palms beside the hips. One more time, we're gonna inhale, hips high, tabletop. Exhale, lower the hips in the middle of the hands and feet, and reach one more time up to that boat pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower to a low boat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You're that hollow body shape. This is like a good handstand prep workout if that's something you're working on. Otherwise, it's just a great ab workout. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, and let's hold here for 5. Squeeze the heels together, squeeze the inner thighs together. 4, palms face up, heart smiles. 3, 2, you got it. 1, exhale, lower everything down to the ground. Nice work. Then let's bring our right knee up, and we're just gonna be here in a reclined tree pose. We'll find this posture later standing, but I just wanna play with the idea of moving that right foot up and down along the leg and finding the place where your leg is meeting the edge here while we're not trying to balance. So we've got that tree pose in mind. Then maybe we circle our arms up high overhead, take a nice stretch, flip the palms up, interlace the fingers, whatever feels good. And then exhale, lower. And let's reach the right knee into chest. Exhale, extend the right leg long. Inhale, lift chest and chin, lift the arms next to the hips. And then let's lift left leg. We'll do a few scissor kicks here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch the legs. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. And then let's speed it up. Inhale, switch, exhale, switch. Inhale, switch, 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 switch. Breathe, breathe. Find the breath that feels right to you. Nice work. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Ooh, we're feeling warm here at the beginning of our practice. Then let's bring left knee up and to the side. Plant left foot on the inside of right foot. Again, just finding that tree pose in a reclined position. Just kind of noticing, what are the hips doing? How in line are they? What do they feel like? Just dropping into the body here and noticing what this feels like when you don't have to also worry about balancing, okay? Then maybe send the left toes along the right leg, just finding the spot that feels comfortable for your hips. And then maybe you reach the arms up high, maybe you roll the wrists out a little bit. Maybe even interlace the fingers above your face and take some figure eights with the wrists, getting nice and warm, nice and juicy. And then let's lift the left knee into chest, hug it in towards chest, and then lift the left toes to the sky. Now we've already done our switches, we're not going to stay there, so let's lift the right toes to meet the left. And then we're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, reach the hips up and over, toes come behind the head, plow pose, but make it really gentle. Okay, this is a big intense stretch here at the beginning of our practice. So no need to lift the hips high, just however feels good. And then as you exhale, slowly lower the hips down one vertebrae at a time and start to rock forward. Grab the backs of the knees. And we're just going to take some rocks along the spine. Okay, just a few rocks. And then when you can, let's rock up onto the bottoms of the feet and come onto the toes. And then we're going to lower the hips back down, low boat. Lift the toes over the head, plow pose. And then rock it down, come back to the feet, all the way to the toes. We're going to take those rocks a few times. Exhale, lower hips, low boat. Feet lift over the head, your plow. Lower the hips, come up to the feet, come up to the toes. You got it. Hips lower, low boat, toes high, toes behind you. Roll it down, toes plant, standing on the toes. One more, lower the hips, low boat, toes high, roll it over, plow pose. Roll down, knees bend, plant the feet on your toes. Now from here, let's inhale, come all the way up to stand, stay on your toes, squeeze everything into the midline, balancing. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the arms to parallel with the floor, and let's sit down nice and slow all the way to the heels. And then we take it again. Drop the heels, drop the booty, low boat, lift the feet, roll it over, plow pose. Exhale, roll it down, plant the feet, come onto your toes, and then reaching all the way up, come to stand, staying on the toes, squeeze the heels, squeeze the inner thighs, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back, arms can lower, moving through chair, lowering, lowering, lowering. Let's do it 2 more times. Heels lower, hips lower, low boat. Feet raise, feet over plow, lower it on down. Back to the bottoms of the feet. Come onto your toes. Inhale, reach all the way up to stand. You got it, balance. Exhale, bend into the knees, lowering, lowering, lowering. Heels down, hips down, low boat. Toes high, toes over. Roll it back down, plant the feet, come onto the toes. And on the toes, come all the way up to stand, and then let's stay for 5. Feeling strong in the calves, 4. You got it. Maybe hands reach overhead. Maybe they come to heart center. Tuck the tailbone. 3, 2, 1. Then let's exhale. Set the toes down. Nice work. Shake out the hips. That was such a juicy, delicious warm up. Okay, from here, let's inhale, arms high. And as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to reach right knee up. I'll turn to face you for this beginning portion. So right knee reaches up, and then we're just going to circle the hip out to the side. And just take some hip rotation. So inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, circle it out. Knee to chest, circle it out. Okay? Inhale, circle. Let's focus on the left foot. Plant all 4 corners of the left foot. Grip the floor with the toes. Maybe feel the wobbles in the ankle. Those are cool. You're doing great things. Okay? And just find that balance. Perfect. Now let's switch directions of the circle. So hip out, then in. Circling around. If you need to set the right toes down at any time, take a break. You're good. Go ahead and do it. Nice work. And then from here, let's inhale that knee high and plant it on the inside of the right thigh, or maybe on the calf, maybe on a block, maybe rest the knee on a chair, whatever feels good to you, but you're going to find your tree pose, okay? In that tree pose, We're lifting both hips, trying to square the hips, really rooting down, actively engaging the left kneecap, not locking out the knees, but making sure that our quads, our calves are all engaged so that we're really pressing the inner left thigh into that right foot to help find our balance. And then if it feels good, maybe reaching the arms high. Maybe taking a mudra, touching thumb and first finger. Maybe just reaching the branches wide and spreading all 5 fingers. And then maybe if it feels good, you close the eyes. Ooh, that's a fun balance. And then if you've got the eyes closed, go ahead and open them. And I'm going to turn back to the side of my mat so we can take our flow. Inhale, knee to chest. Right leg extends forward as far as you can. Point through the toes. Then exhale, sweep the toes back. We'll land in a warrior 3 together. You can reach your arms forward or you can bring hands into heart center. Balancing here, square the hips. Point your back toes or flex them if you feel that. Then exhale into the left knee, bending, touching the right toes down, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, sink the right knee down, low lunge. Circle the arms around behind you and then back forward, getting some nice shoulder circles. Let's do that one more time. Ooh, stretchy into the chest. Feels delicious. Inhale, reach high. And then exhale, we're going to take a twist. So plant right palm, lift left fingers high. Nice work, yogis. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, plant left palm inside the left foot so that it's next to the right. We're going to lift back onto that back leg, lifting the right knee up off the ground. Oops. Sorry about that. The microphone fell on the ground. From here, inhale, plant the right foot, right heel down. We're coming into a warrior 2 stance. Inhale, lift the right arm high. So we're taking a nice revolved posture. Breathe here. Then as you exhale, let's come up onto the left fingertips and using the power of the core, actively engaging the legs, we're going to lift the left hand up, extended side angle. So you reach both hands overhead like you're holding a balloon. If this feels too intense, feel free to bring the left elbow to the left knee. All just options. Inhale here. Then as you exhale, open up warrior 2. Send the right hand back, left hand forward. Look over the left hand. Exhale, straighten into the left leg. Bring left palm, left fingertips to the floor. Reach right arm high. Triangle pose. Inhale. Right leg reaches back. Left toes reach forward. Actively engage the leg. You're moving backward, forward, sideways, twisting. One of my favorite postures. Then as you exhale, turn left toes towards the long side of your mat. Bring right fingertips down, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold a little deeper. Maybe you grab hold of opposite ankles. Maybe you take your 2 pointer fingers and wrap the big toes, bending at the elbows to help give you some torque and ability to open up a little bit more. Reach the hips high, actively engage the legs, let the forehead and heart meld towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, turn right toes towards the back of your mat. Bring right fingertips to the inside of the foot and left fingertips go high. Triangle pose. We're going to reverse that sequence. And then we'll take it a couple more times so we really get into a flow. So we're here in our triangle. Then as you exhale, bend into the right knee. Send right arm and left arm long. Nice work. Inhale, left arm reaches overhead, extended side angle as if you're holding a balloon between your hands. Actively engage the legs, the hips, the core. And then as you exhale, right fingertips come to the floor, right leg stays bent. Exhale, plant the left palms, turn onto the left toes and plant the left knee into a low lunge. Reach right hand high, twisting over that bent knee. Inhale here. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Then let's inhale, reach left fingertips high. And then inhale here. And as you exhale, straighten through the left leg, high lunge. Crescent lunge. Good work, yogis. then as you exhale, start to bring weight into the right foot. Send the right fingertips long and lift left toes off the ground. 3, warrior 3. Inhale, sweep left toes high. Keep the legs straight and sweep the toes in front of you, extending the leg forward. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Then as you exhale, bring left toes in, tree pose. Nice work, yogis. We'll hang out here for a moment. And again, playing with the idea of finding balance. Maybe you take a mudra with the arms, opening them up wide like the branches of a tree. Actively engage the right leg. Press down through all 4 corners of the right foot. Maybe you even close the eyes a little bit because it feels good. Nice work. There you go. Now inhale, let's bring that left knee into chest. We're going to take some circles with the hips. So maybe you bring the hands to heart center or maybe to the hips, but just really lubricating through that left hip joint. And then let's reverse the direction of our circles. Nice work. And then we're going to take our vinyasa, but our vinyasa is really funky. We're going to go back to that balance. Drop the toes next to one another. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Tippy toes, reach high. Exhale, bend into the knees, lower the hips. You know where we're going now. Drop the heels, drop the hips. Low boat, you got it. Toes up. Then reach those toes back and behind you, plow pose. Roll it down. Drop the feet. Inhale onto the toes. And as you exhale, come to stand tall. Breathing, 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 squeezing together. Then exhale, hands to the heart. Then let's reverse that. Fun little sequence. Inhale, left knee into left chest. Let's give a couple hip circles. 1, 2 in one direction. Let's take 2 in the opposite direction. And then find your tree pose. Actively press the inner thigh into the foot. Engage all parts of the leg. Send your tree arms nice and tall. Or keep them at heart center or in hips. All just options. Inhale, left knee into chest. Send the toes long, extending the foot. Sweep the toes back, landing, meeting, and warrior 3. Hips square to the mat. Exhale, drop the toes behind you. Inhale, reach arms high. And as you exhale, low lunge. Send hips forward. Left hand to the mat. Right arm sweeps back up and around, twisting your low lunge. Nice work. Exhale, plant right fingertips inside right foot. And then turn left toes outward, planting left heel and reaching left hand high to this warrior 2 posture. Inhale to extended side angle. Reach right arm long, left arm long, holding that balloon. Actively engage the core, the legs, the hips. Then exhale, opening up, warrior 2. Let's take a reverse warrior here because it feels good. Inhale, reach right hand forward, and exhale, left hand down the back leg, right hand rainbows over. And then exhale, coming into your triangle posture. Straighten through the right leg, left hand high, right fingertips low. Open up the chest. Heart shines. Maybe a smile on the face. Nice work, yogis. Then right toes turn forward. We come into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. If you have a headstand in your practice, you want to take a moment to play there, you're welcome to. If you don't have a headstand in your practice, or even if you do and you don't want to take one, that's also awesome. Just enjoy this juicy fold here for a minute. And then we'll all meet back in a wide-legged fold. Before walking our fingertips over to the left, turning left toes out towards the front of our mat, dropping left fingertips and reaching right arm high. Triangle pose. Hips reach forward. Fingertips reach up, actively engage the legs. Bend into your left knee. Let's reverse our warrior. Right leg, hand down the back leg, left fingertips up and over. Exhale, warrior 2, as if your fingertips are being pulled to opposite sides of the mat. Then extended side angle. Reach both hands up and overhead towards the front of your mat. Actively engage the core. Drop left fingertips to the mat. Reach right fingertips high. Exhale, plant right fingertips. Turn onto the back toes. Drop the knee down. And inhale, reach left hand high, twisted low lunge. Nice work, yogis. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, sink the hips a little deeper. Inhale, straighten through the back leg, lift the knee up off the mat, high lunge. And as you exhale, reach body forward, bring weight into the left foot, top the toes forward, coming into a warrior three. Hands can be reaching out in front or at heart center, or maybe back like airplane wings. Inhale, keep the legs straight, sweep the right toes down and forward, straight leg, extending the leg forward, reaching arms high. Exhale, bringing that foot into leg tree pose. Maybe the hands come to hips or heart center, maybe they extend above you to the sky, whatever feels good. And then taking a couple circles with that leg, rotating the knee twice in one direction, and then twice in the other direction, maybe bringing hands to heart center before setting toes down. Then inhaling up into the toes. Exhale, lowering, staying on the toes, lowering the hips, lowering the arms, then lowering all the way to the heels, the hips, low boat, toes reach up and over, plow pose. Exhale, lowering all the way, planting the feet, rotating back onto the toes, and inhaling, coming all the way up to stand, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale, heart center. Let's take that flow 2 more times, but we'll take it a little faster. So skipping the rotations this time, we're gonna inhale to tree pose. Exhale here. Inhale, extend the right leg long. Exhale, sweep the toes back. Warrior three. Inhale here. Exhale, bend left knee, set right toes down, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, set the back knee down. Inhale, sink the hips deeper. Exhale, right hand plants, left arm reaches high. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand plants, right heel comes to the ground, reaching right arm up to the sky, bending in the left leg. Inhale, extended side angle here. Nice work. Exhale, warrior two. Reach it back, reverse the warrior. And then exhale, coming into triangle pose, straightening the front leg, reaching right arm high. Then we'll exhale, turn the toes forward, coming into a wide-legged fold. And then let's inhale, halfway lift, and we'll take one little variation here, turning the heels in, pointing the toes out, and coming to a goddess squat. And we'll hang out here for a minute because, ooh, it feels yummy. Maybe bringing the hands to the knees and exhale, dropping right shoulder in towards center. Breathing deeply. Inhaling back and exhaling, dropping left shoulder in towards center. Nice work, yogis. Inhale. And then as you exhale, straightening out through the legs, forward fold. Inhale, turning the right toes out, bringing right fingertips in, straightening through both legs, left arm reaches high, triangle pose. Inhale here. Exhale, bending into right knee and coming into a reverse warrior. Right arm reaches high, left hand down the back leg. Then inhale, forward to a warrior two. Arms straight and long. Inhale, extended side angle, reach both arms up overhead, look under that left armpit if it feels good. And then drop right fingertips, left arm reaches high. Exhale, left palm to the floor, left toes, left knee down. Inhale, right arm high, nice twist. And then inhale, let's reach both arms high, square off the shoulders, and exhale, sink the hips lower in your low lunge. Inhale to find stability and lift back onto those back toes, straightening the back leg. Exhale, bringing weight into the front foot and reaching up and out into your warrior three. Inhale, sweeping the left toes up high, straightening the leg in front of you. And then exhaling, bringing the knee in, tree pose. Bringing hands to heart center. Whew, you did it. Nice work. Exhale, plant the toes. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Heels lift, squeeze everything high. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the hips, keep the heels lifted, lowering all the way so that the heels and the hips meet. Lower the heels down, hips down, low boat. Lift the toes, reach them up, back and over, cloud pose. Ooh. exhale, rolling back to the top of your mat. Come on to the toes. Inhale all the way to stand. Exhale, lower. Last time, here we go. Inhale, toes to tree pose. Exhale here. Inhale, left toes reach forward. Exhale, sweep them back. Warrior three. Hips square to the ground. And then lowering the left toes to the ground, bend into the right knee, crescent lunge. Exhale, lower, low lunge. Sweeping left hand down, right arm opens up, twisting. Inhale here. Exhale, plant right fingertips and left heel opening up. Inhale, extended side angle, arms go up and over the head. And then exhale, warrior two. Reverse that warrior. Ooh, it feels so good. Nice side body stretch. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale here. Then exhale, turning toes forward. And again, I'll give you the option to play here. Maybe you take goddess, or maybe you plant the forehead, cupping it in the hands, and reach the toes high, coming into your headstand. Just maybe, only if it feels good. Maybe you take a tripod variation. It's up to you. It's your practice. Do it the way you feel. And then lowering the toes down. Inhale, everyone, halfway lift together. If you're not in a wide-legged fold, let's get there. And then exhale, left toe turns out, left fingertips to the floor, right fingertips to the sky, triangle pose. Inhale here. Exhale, bend into the left knee and sweep it up and back, reverse the warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, nice and strong, you've got this. And then exhale, plant left fingertips, reach right arm high, twisting open. Exhale, right fingertips down, come onto the right toes, plant the right knee, low lunge. Inhale, left hand high, twist it out. Inhale, both arms reach high. Exhale, sink the hips to a nice juicy low lunge. Exhale, find your strength, tuck onto the back toes and lift the back knee, the right knee. Inhale, weight comes into the left foot, reaching up into your warrior three. Last time here, square the hips, reach the toes back, reach the heart forward, crown of the head forward. Inhale, sweep the toes straight in front of you, straighten the leg. Exhale into tree. And then lowering the toes down. One more time. Inhale here, all the way up onto the toes. Exhale, lowering hips, keeping heels lifted, lowering slowly, slowly, and then letting the heels come down, the hips come down. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, toes high. And let's let the back rest against the mat. And we're going to here remain in plow pose, or maybe take shoulder stand, whatever's in your practice and whatever feels right to you before we slow down our practice. So from here, you're welcome to inhale, lift the hips high and support the low back with the hands by the rib cage, really lifting nice and high with the hips, letting the neck be just gentle and soft. That's your shoulder stand pose. If that doesn't feel good, or maybe plow feels more fun to you today, then sweep the back toes behind you. And again, lift the hips high. Maybe you interlace the fingers and rock the shoulders underneath you. Maybe you point the toes or flex the toes. All just options. Play with what feels good. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Wherever you are, let's meet in a plow pose. So toes lower, and then forearms come to the floor, and gently, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, we'll roll all the way down onto the back body. Slowly let the toes lower. Nice work, yogis. And then to close out our practice, let's bring the knees into chest. And drop them over to the right side body, sending the arms wide like a T. Beginning to close down the eyes. Maybe you look over the left shoulder. And just breathing here. letting the breath deepen the twist. Lengthening the breath and really being aware of all the changes that have happened in your body in this quick practice. Then inhale, let's look up towards the ceiling, bring knees into chest. And exhale, drop them over to the left side. And then maybe flattening the shoulders against the mat, looking over the right shoulder if that feels good. And let's inhale, knees back into chest. And give yourself a big hug, wrapping the arms around the shins, bringing forehead to the knees. And then let's exhale, lower. Send the legs long, feet as wide or wider than the mat. Take up space. Palms reach up. Palms face up. You're not reaching anywhere. We're grounding down into the earth at this moment. Really allowing the body to settle. And if you feel tempted to exit this posture, I urge you to remain, just to really give your body time to recalibrate. Give your body time to soak up all the benefits of that juicy, juicy practice. And also allow your mind and body as one to just relax. You deserve this time and this space to be quiet, to be held by the earth, to be grounded and balanced. This practice of balance is about both the fire that we create, but also the calm that we create. So I invite you now to really settle into that part of our practice. Really settle into the calm. Really settle in to the quiet. And maybe listen just to the sounds around you. And maybe, if you are ready, you come back to the space by slowly wiggling the fingers and the toes, and then wringing out the wrists, the ankles, and then bringing the heels close to the glutes, bending into the knees, reaching the arms up overhead, and then rolling onto one side of the body. Slowly and gently pressing yourself back up to a seated position. Eyes remain gently closed. And maybe bringing the hands once more to heart center, rooting down through the tailbone, tucking the chin, crown of the head reaches up. Inhaling all together. Exhaling, settling into your intention, settling into who you want to be when you move beyond the mat today. Thank you for practicing with me today. It is an honor to be here with you. And I can't wait to see you again next time. Namaste.